Hello everybody, and thank you so much for joining me. I'm very excited about today's video. It is going to be why they can't resist you. And it can answer that question in a broad and general sense, but I am specifically making this video for those people that won't leave you alone. You know the type, the ones that don't want to commit to you, don't necessarily want to be with you, but also just keep coming back to the well. The in and out connections. What is it that they keep coming back for? What is it that they can't resist? Is it manipulating you? What the hell? Manipulating you? Is it that they love you? Like, is it that they're getting something from you? What's the deal? Why will they not commit to you, but why do they keep continuously coming back? What is it that they're not able to resist? So that's what this video is mainly for. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in booking one of those, I will have all of that information down below. But without further ado, let's get started. Oh, also, I do have a website. I forget to talk about that a lot, but I also make herbal teas and potions and all kinds of stuff. All of my sages and crystals are ethically harvested and what's the word when it's not harvested, procured, but no, mined. Okay, whatever. Anyways, I'll see you in your group. This is group number 1, group number 2, group number 3, and group number 4. When you're ready, just click your timestamp in the description below and we will get started. Okay, group number 1, what is it that they cannot resist? First of all, you like your attitude. I feel like you're very positive all the time. They feel good when they're around you. Oh man. Oh, this is one of those incredibly messy connections. Okay, I'm just gonna start here. First of all, we have aging. So this person fully intends on being with you whenever you're older. It's almost like you guys have to age into being able to be together. Now that could be because they're very immature still, or they just have to learn a few things. There's also indication here that one or both of you are not feeling good enough. I hate to say the word twin flame because I don't believe in those, but I know a lot of people do. And if you subscribe to that, then this is twin flame energy, because it's like you're mirroring each other with this feeling of not being enough, or just one person's not there yet to where they're not seeing the value in themselves, therefore they can't see the full value in the relationship. But this soul connection is deep. Now, even if you don't believe in twin flames, there is a soul connection here. This person does deeply care for you, and that's why they keep coming back to you. And they just won't commit because they're not ready to commit yet. They can't commit yet. We have commitment in reverse. They are committed to you, just not committed to you in, the mainstream, I'm ready to like move in, get a dog, have a baby, and put a ring on your finger sort of commitment yet, because there's still the shit that they have to work through and figure out. We have 4 of Wands. That's the card of marriage. It wasn't in reverse. So success, they see you guys being together ultimately. And not only do we have 10 of Pentacles, okay, but we have 10 of Cups. So I wonder what's happening in those other groups for all the happy endings to end up here. But this is what they envision with you. And until they can get themselves to a place, because we also have the devil out here, they're dealing with something, an addiction. It's possible that they need you, like they need to come around and experience you for a while, and then they go off into the shadows to do this shit. This could be negative thinking. It could, again, be the thought that they're not good enough. It could be a literal addiction. Could just be, player tendencies, whatever it is. They're dealing with something. Their inner demons, they feel like life has a hold of them. They're dealing with some shit, and this video isn't to get into that. This is talking about why they can't resist you. This is what's getting in the way of that, though, of them being able to just openly say, I can't resist you, I want to be with you. So we have positivity. Let's see what else. We have the temple in reverse. So at times this relationship feels like a sanctuary to them. It feels like a temple. It feels like the safest place to be. But because you guys have this deep level of connection, and because I believe you guys are mirroring each other, sometimes it feels like the exact opposite. Sometimes it feels like the most turbulent thing that they experience because they love you so much. And that's probably another reason why you guys are off and on. Now, if you were sitting in your pleasant, good energy all the time, it would be a sanctuary. But because there's so much love here, when this isn't doing well, it feels like the opposite, because there's so much there that it can be just as bad as it is good. We also have devotion to the small. So Your person admires what a good heart you have and how much attention you pay to life. You might have a child, so they might believe that you are a really good mother. It could be that, you know, you're the kind of person that'll take a bug from the inside and put it outside instead of killing it. It could be that you tend to plants, whatever it is. You take care of things that don't have the ability to care for themselves in the way that you can. They love that about you. Nurturing is really the word that's coming to mind. We do have 2 of Cups here. So it was in reverse, but this is your person. This is your soulmate. This is your perfect counterpart. That's why they can't resist you, because they know this about you. They know that you're their counterpart. They know that they love you and they want to be with you, and all this good stuff could come from it, but there's a lot of shit in the way. There's other videos to figure that out. But if you're wondering why they keep coming back to you, it is because of this. I feel sure that some of these groups are going to say if it's manipulation or not. Is it possible that you clicked on this because it's what you want to hear? Maybe. But I do have videos for that as well if you want to check those out. But this is what the cards are saying. This is your person. Let's see. Yeah, the vision. They have this vision that when you guys work through your shit and when you're older, you'll come together with this aging card. What they're failing to understand is that timeline is essentially in y'all's hands. Like, the universe isn't going to do this for you. The universe isn't going to do this for them. They're going to have to learn these things and grow and then come together with you. It's not going to be handed to them, and that's what they expect. They are thinking they're just going to live their life and then one day you'll come together. But the only thing stopping you from being together is the soul lesson. And that's lost on them at this point. So they keep coming back, waiting for that grand moment of you guys working out. But I don't know, that's confusing because in some ways they already know this. They keep coming back to you because they want to be with you. They want to marry you. They want to be with you. Probably not always, but again, that's that funky shit that they need to work out. But they won't leave you alone because you are who they want to be with. Now it's up to you if you want to be like, no, I'm done with this. But look, they want you to have their baby, or they want to have a baby with you, depending on if you're the masculine or the feminine. This card is so beautiful. We have the Empress here. They find you to be stunningly attractive, beautiful, gorgeous. They want to be with you. That's why they keep coming around. We have the Mystic here, so it's like they know. And I do believe to a certain degree that they are psychic a little bit, and you guys are probably telepathically communicating in some way, especially if you're not in contact right now. But they just know beyond a shadow of a doubt that you're their person. There's just a whole lot of shit standing in the way. 8 of Wands coming in quick. Let's see, what could that possibly be talking about? Look, the Eternal Child. You guys are so playful together. It's like this person leaves you when they get caught up in the day-to-day shit, or starts fights with you, and you guys go through separation, whenever they're caught up in the day-to-day shit, and that's why they come back to you, but that's also why they leave you, because you guys are so playful together. It feels like this just eternal youth energy where it's like there's no pressure to do anything or go anywhere. You guys are probably the type of people that have so much fun just chilling on the couch. There's no pressure with you guys. But then it's like they get caught up in that and they get scared, and all the like day-to-day shit starts running through their head, and they have to go away from you. When they deal with all that shit, they're gonna come back. Now it's up to you if you're still gonna be there. I would highly suggest you not put your life on hold. The Nectar, you are everything that's good about this life in this person's eyes. That's why they keep coming back to this black and this white. The yin and yang is not necessarily balanced yet between everyday life and you. I feel like they use you as a sort of escapism. Are they escaping to you because they have deep love for you? Yes. Are they going to do anything about that right now? No. But they're using you as a form of escapism from this negative shit that they have going on. And sometimes you guys turn into the negative shit because you have so much to work through and so much to talk about. And when you can't do that, it just, you guys end up bumping heads. Spiral Dance of the Goddess. To me, this thing, part of, if you're the feminine watching, part of, they don't really necessarily always know how to read you. Because I feel like a lot of times you can be super passionate. Well, yes, but compassionate and patient. And then sometimes you flip a switch. Now that's you and your ego getting frustrated as hell with the situation going on. But it's like sometimes they question, like, is this who I really want to be with? Because maybe she's not that good of a person, without realizing they're the very ones pushing you to that point. Okay, we have some that I made. We have your laugh. I can't speak. Never, but not today. Your laugh, they love your laugh. You might have like a really unique laugh, or it could just be that they love the way it sounds when you laugh because they love hearing you laugh. Your taste, what is my hair? Your smell, your hair, your hair, you're so funny. So I feel like, why am I sitting here over explaining these? But they do appreciate your sense of humor. You guys have the same sense of humor, or at the very least, you laugh at the jokes that they crack, and they laugh at the jokes that you crack. Like, you guys are on the same wavelength there. And then we have, I can tell when you get nervous. So I feel like you're probably a very put together person, a very cool person, or at least that's probably the impression that a lot of people have of you. So the fact that they can tell when you get nervous, they find that to be incredibly cute, and they can't handle that. Like, they just think you're just the most juicy. That's what's coming to mind, especially with this nectar card here. It's like you're so irresistible to them. They just want to take a bite out of you and just let the juices flow through their mouth, which, I mean, your taste did come out, if you catch my drift. Anyways, that is all. They cannot resist you because they are in love with you. I don't even know that they know that they're in love with you. That could be a big part of the problem. Like, if they mistake love for something else, it could be that. That they just don't realize that they're in love with you yet. And hopefully that happens sooner rather than later. But that is all I have for you guys. That's why they're super in love with you. They love everything about you. You're funny. You're beautiful. You're gorgeous. You're the nectar of life. And they just are going to keep coming back until they either don't go away again, or until you say, man, I've had enough of this. So that's all, and I hope I will see you in the next one. Group number 2, let's see why they keep coming back to you. This one is admittedly a bit harder to understand. I don't think it's that they keep coming back to you. I think it's that they keep walking away from you. I feel like to a certain degree, this is toxic. Like, actually toxic, not like it's toxic because like, it's toxic. We have the Bardo, which is essentially the catacombs, right? Lots of skeletons in the closet, everything that would go along with that. Then we have the Venom. So I don't know, man. You need to see the truth. Yeah, I'm getting heavy vibes. They keep coming back to you because it's a lesson for you to learn. To accept yourself the way that you are. And also to lean more on your spirituality. This, this is so confusing. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not even sure like what's happening right now. So I'm gonna read the cards as they are, and maybe a message will formulate. It's not one of those readings where I can look at the cards and see the story that it's telling. We have your face is so beautiful. Our conversations are dope. You're a bad bitch / daddy. I find you so interesting. You light up the room, and attractions. This is like some fatal attraction type of shit. Like, they're less interested in you romantically. And it's more so that they want to study you. And like figure out what makes you tick. And you guys aren't in a steady commitment because they're learning your boundaries. Because you are a bad bitch / daddy, whatever. I feel like there's a lot that you don't put up with. I feel like you're their plaything. So it's like they pick and test, and then when they realize they've made a what the fuck is that? And they realize they've made a misstep, then they back away because they have to regroup because they don't want you to catch on to them. For some of you, this is so wrong, and this is not the message. Oh, but for some of you it is, and that's what's complicated. If this isn't like feeling right in your soul, which I'd hate for you to walk away from this if it's what you really need to hear, but I don't know, like, go pick another one, because for some of you this is just so not the message. But look, we have the Father and we have the womb. What in the actual hell? We also have a Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And we have a Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So this energy here of this Knight of Pentacles is stopping the female energy from like blossoming into herself. Okay, then we also have Two of Swords in reverse. So there's a lot of like mental turmoil. They like to pick apart your brain. And I feel like the reason why this isn't making any sense is because this is more about your inner knowing, finding the truth. So sorry. I tried to put that graphic in there to satiate myself from needing to call out, but what is my hair doing? I call it out when I flip my hair back up, but I just had to pop in here. So not relevant to the video, but I was saying important shit. I couldn't cut it out, but what the fuck was that? Truth within yourself to walk away from this person because this person is keeping you restricted. Look at this Eight of Swords. I'm sure my hair just the dumbest thing. We have Eight of Swords here, and get the crows all up in her hair and like tying her up, but like that's false. That's false. It could be possible that you're trapped in a false twin flame narcissist connection. Because we also have the crows pulling at her hair here too, and she's blindfolded here too. So it could be that you need to look and see that you're being restricted by this idea that this is your twin flame and that this shit actually means something, because you have this person that's just like trying to figure you out, that has no actual love for you. So when they walk away from you, okay, the meaning of this card, Eight of Cups, is about walking away to find the other two cups to find your emotional fulfillment. I feel like this person walks away from you to find the other two cups to, what's the word when you like fake it? Like, manufacture your emotional fulfillment. They're just studying you, and every time you let them around you, they figure out more and more and more, but they don't want to overdo it. Because you're not the kind of person, like the day you find out this is fake, the day you find out that they're not who they say you are, you're going to be done, and they know that, and they're going to lose out on their plaything. So, okay, let's see. She is the moon. I will say that they do truly appreciate your interestingness and your beauty, but in the way a narcissist would, not in the way a loving partner would. Let's see. Man of the earth, woman of the sky. Yeah, and then we have becoming in reverse. This person's stopping you from becoming, I mean, I don't want to say that. You already are this like interesting person. You already are like stepped into your power. You just don't realize it yet. And this relationship is never going to become anything. I mean, you might get, never mind, I'm not going to say that, but And here's another thing that's concerning. We have slow and steady here. In order to get rid of this person, you're going to have to do it. Okay, if you're dealing with a narcissist, or this is like ringing a bell for you, look up the gray rock method, okay? That's how you're going to have to shake this person, because the more you let on that you're onto them and that you don't want to have anything to do with them, it's going to entice them, and you're going to have a really hard time shaking this person. And for some of you, the situation could get dangerous. Oh god. And then we have the blood dance. Yeah, they're just trying to see like what gets your blood boiling. Like they're testing all of your boundaries, trying to figure out what you will and will not put up with. And this isn't good. You're not meant to know. I mean, why they're attracted to you is coming out. They find you fascinating. For whatever reason, they have put their object of obsession on you. They probably obsess on you like more than you even realize it. And it's just to figure out this. There's no love here. It's to figure out your inner workings so that they can use it to manipulate you. And what happens when they're done with that game, I don't know. I could go further, but I feel like it's going to be different for every one of you. You need to get rid of this person now. They are attracted to you because they see a light in you. They find you interesting. They want to see how you navigate the world. It could be something other than narcissism as well. It could be some sort of mental disorder where they don't really know. I actually think that is part of being a narcissist. They don't really feel human emotions. They don't really get human emotions. And so they might you might be like an idealized version of a woman or of a man, and they might be trying to figure out how to attract more of that or become that. There's some mental fuckery happening here. I would just walk away. Now, if you thought you were in love with this person, I'm sure this was a deep, deep blow, because they make it known you're attractive. You have good conversations. I'm not even, for some of you, they might love bomb you and like pull away, but I feel like a lot of you have gotten a hold of like a really, really good manipulator to where they're not even doing that because you're smart. I feel like you're a really smart person, and that's another thing that entices them. It's like you're so smart that oh my god, that's what it is. You're so smart that they are having to change up the way they manipulate you. And that is fascinating for them, because you are a learning tool on how to further develop their manipulation skills. Gross. Please get away from this person. look up the gray rock method. That's all that I can say. You're going to have to slowly work on making this person think that you're boring and uninteresting. That's what the gray rock method does. I don't know who invented it, but they're a godsend. You just have to make this person believe that you are super uninteresting, super boring, and then they will lose interest in you. You cannot, in any other way, shape, or form, make this person lose interest in you, and you cannot try and leave this person. I don't say that to scare you, and I am saying that through my lens. I do not have a therapist degree. I'm simply a tarot reader. But if you try to leave them, that's going to excite them more. So they're going to have to lose interest in you. Look up the gray rock method. That is all that I have for you today. If this did not resonate, pick another number, because like I said, for some of you, that wasn't the message, but don't turn a blind eye to that because you don't want it to be the message, is the only advice that I have. Other than that, thank you, and I hope I'll see you in the next one. Okay, number 3, why are they so resistant to you? Oh, because they're lonely. They're lonely, and you make me feel primal. The you are around me. You're different. You're different around them than you are around other people. The way you look at me, your soul, and your cute little flaws, everything that you hate about yourself, they love about you. They think it's adorable. They think it's cute. This person, look, the dead end. They do like you, but they're never gonna, I don't think they're gonna be with you. I think you guys are gonna hit a dead end unless this person transforms, because this person, I'm getting like player mentality. And they come to you because they really do like you, but they're not gonna commit to you because they're having too much fun doing this other shit. We have loneliness. So on the rare day or whatever that they can't find anybody else to pursue that seems worth their time and they're feeling lonely, that's when they call you. They love to extend offers to people. They love to woo people. They love to experience other people's company. And I don't think it's necessarily in a bad way. I don't think that they do this maliciously, and I don't think they're lying to you about anything. I don't think they're hiding anything from you. I think they just are who they are, and they love life, and they just thoroughly enjoy just the romance of it all, the thrill of it all, of like meeting all these different people. And it's not that they don't like you and see your value. They do. They have a great time with you. It's just that right now they're just not ready to settle down. Look, the world's handing them all these options, and they want to see what's underneath all of these bowls. Are you worth picking up that bowl and like picking up the treasure and hanging on to it? In their mind, yes, but they're just having fun. They still want to see what's under these other bowls. You're an option for them, and they keep you on the back burner because they do care for you, but not enough to change. And when they change, you're probably gonna be the one that they want to settle down with. Potentially, for some of you, that's not the case. We have self-sufficient in reverse. This person is not self-sufficient. This person has a bit of codependency, which is probably why they leave you on the back burner. And that's why they can't resist you. That's why they keep coming back. Okay, let's see. And all these things are why they like who you are. We have Earth Angel. Yeah, they hold you in such a high regard. Like, this person truly does. Here's what happened. Okay. This person was originally going to ghost you. Like, we have 7 of Swords in reverse, which to me talks about ghosting in modern interpretations. They met you and they were going to like play you the fool like all these other girls, or just like have their fun with you and then, you know, peacefully. And I feel like they're respectful to the women that they woo, or men. It depends on what you are. But what you are, who you are. That was so rude. But I was thinking in terms of gender, which is a what, but also who. I'm sorry. Anyways, but they met you and they liked you, and they were like, this is the kind of person that I could keep coming back to, but I'm going to keep them at an arm's length. And it's because you put up with it. I mean, that's some tough love, but it's because you allowed it. They wouldn't have done this to you if you would have been like, fuck you. Now, do they care for you? Yeah, for sure. But I do what you will with this information, but basically, anyways, I got off topic. They were gonna do you the way that they do everybody else, but there was something about you that they were like, this is gonna be good for when I'm lonely. Like, this can be a constant, a steady in my life, and I don't necessarily want to do that to this person. Not necessarily to spare your feelings, maybe for some of you, but they don't really even. I feel like they try to make themselves pretty clear as far as what they're after. So in their mind, if someone gets hurt, that's on them. Because, like, I feel like they're clear with their intention and with what they want. Look, let's see. Within nothing, there is everything. Yeah, okay. Like, I feel like that's what they're saying to you. Like, no, we don't have a relationship, but that's so much more important. Within nothing, within the nothing that we are, quote unquote, nothing, that lies everything. This person's more vulnerable with you. They're more open with you. And the fact that they're not always concerned with wooing you is what allows them to feel that. Like, in their mind, you guys are close. You guys are good. Now, there's a little bit of sadness in this person, but that's neither here nor there for this reading. But they wish that you could understand that what they give you is better in their mind. It may not actually be better, but in their mind, they are offering you something better than what they can offer someone romantically. You ever wonder why they don't have a steady girlfriend all the time? Now, they might keep one for a month or two, but they don't have long-term relationships. Maybe ask yourself why, because that is what they're sparing you from. And they just have no interest in changing. They have no interest in, they've never even thought about it, which is why they don't have an interest in changing. It's not that they don't have the interest, they've never had the thought. Okay, let's see. We do have death and rebirth, the lovers, her grace and reverse. Yeah, it's like you extend them a lot of grace and a lot of patience, and to a certain degree, they don't understand it. They're like, if I were her, I'd be done with me. Or, like, I wouldn't blame her if she was like, fuck you, dude. Or again, vice versa. But you're putting up with it, and so they're letting you, and they're happy about it because they do have feelings for you, but they know that they're fine with being who and how they are. So, I mean, you guys do have a lot of passion. They love you for what you are. They love you for the fact that you're there when they're lonely. They're there whenever they don't have anything else to do. And that's the simple fact. That's why they keep coming back, because they have a good time with you, but you don't force it to be anything else. You just put up with the behavior that they dish out. It's convenient for them. It's convenient to have somebody around like that. Somebody that they actually do like, but that they don't have to put any effort in with, because you're allowing everything, and somebody that, they don't have to conquer anymore. It's, you make up your mind. Are you okay with being that person for this person? If you're not, move on. If you are, well, there it is. That's why they keep coming back. So that's all. That's why they can't resist you. I hope that I will see you in the next one, and I thank you for letting me read your cards. Group number 4, why can they not resist you? Oh, they find you to be the most beautiful thing. Oh yeah, this is a soul connection for sure. Let's see. They're guarded. Okay, you feel safe to them. Your eyes, they could look in your eyes forever. How you are when you think no one is watching. This person loves to just like watch you whenever you're like making a sandwich, or like if you're all in a group setting and you're like over in the corner trying to open your can of beer. Like, they love catching you when your guard's down, when you're not on, because we also have that big dick energy. Now, this is for women and men, okay? They love, you present yourself in a way that commands respect and attention, and people have this idea of who you are because you're always on. You're the kind of person that always puts on whenever you're out, whenever there's people around, and when you think that nobody's watching, you let that guard down, and that gives them glimpses of who you really are. Okay, the way you touch me, your whole damn body, so they're loving that figure. Sacred pool. Okay, we have the shapeshifter, the maiden, the pilgrim, the vessel, the creator, the king. Okay, we also have King of Swords. So this is a very guarded person. You could be a masculine watching. That just dawned on me. And in that case, if you're a masculine, they actually love that you're guarded, and they love the you that you are around them. I hate when this happens. It gets so confusing. I'm just going to leave gender out of this one because it's very, complicated, although it's difficult. It's difficult. I will say, okay, I'm gonna try and leave gender out of it. We have the maiden here, so it's like regardless of who's who here, it feels new. Okay, it feels like there's this big strong man and this like like damsel of a woman. I'm not in distress necessarily, but it feels pure. It feels untainted. It feels real. That's why this person can't offer you. I'm not necessarily seeing, maybe there is a lot of on and off. Yeah, there is. They that's all, folks. Okay. Oh, okay. They love that there's a lot of different versions of you. We have the shapeshifter. You can fit in any situation or go with the flow with any mood. Maybe this is a moody person, or maybe just a person with a lot of layers, like an onion or like Shrek. And they love that you can climb those with them. I feel like you guys have a matching amount of layers. And so that's one thing that they can't resist. Like, they love being around that energy. They love that everything feels true. Okay, let's see. The creator. It's also possible that you're a very creative person. They love to watch your process. Like, maybe some of you guys play music or paint or whatever it is. Like, they appreciate your art. They appreciate the things that you put out in this world. Now, here's what's interesting. I feel like the reason why this person keeps coming back to you, there is real love here, but also you guys are both in the middle of a journey, okay? This is giving me like pile 1 vibes, but it's a little bit different. Let's see here. 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's different because they're not sure if they were to actually be with you, that it would be successful. And they can't imagine that. And also, I feel like there's a lot of other shit going on in their life that's just a burden, so it sort of gets in the way of this. They leave to go deal with the day-to-day of life. And I feel like they're working on some other shit. This person is putting in work in other areas of their lives, whereas I feel like before, they were sort of letting life happen to them versus going out and happening to life. They're now in this energy of like going out and happening to life. I feel like I was on another train of thought earlier, and then I hopped over to this one, and now I can't remember what I was saying earlier. So I'm sorry about that. I lost that message. But this whole, I feel like when you guys kiss, it's insanely soft. Like, soft in a way that doesn't make sense. Like, where, like, human lips don't usually feel like that. Like, it's just this, like, floaty, ethereal, if I could get it together, this floaty, ethereal feeling that washes over. And then we have the pearl threaded, so you guys are connected. This is a soul connection, a very deep connection. You guys are helping each other learn, helping each other grow, and that's why they keep coming back to you. I feel like underlying all of this is a friendship, and I think they come back for the friendship. Not that they're not interested in you romantically, but that's not what keeps them coming back to the well. Because I feel like the romantic parts of you are what butts heads and flies all to pieces. So when they come back, it's actually for the friendship. And then that friendship is so powerful, and you guys do have these deep feelings together, that when those start coming out, that's when shit hits the fan again. I feel like that's what's happening. Now, what's interesting is when you guys are not in each other's lives, it's sad. It's like, that's why you keep coming back together. Both of you are so sad whenever you're not in each other's lives, because you're such good friends. Like I said, you vibe on every level, and the friendship that you guys have is true. It's almost like, I feel like one or both of you feels like the romantic feelings that you feel for each other are getting in the way of your friendship, and you wish that you could cut those off. But you can't, because you love each other and you will always have that connection. What needs to happen is you need to lean into that, but one or both of you are not ready. You don't know how to navigate it. It's tricky, but that's why. The only way to overcome this is to meet it with calmness. I feel like you both freak out, one or both of you freak out whenever those romantic feelings start to resurface. It's almost like you spend just enough time away from each other for those to sink back down and be like, okay, no, I don't really like them. That was crazy. That was weird. Like, I don't want to kiss them. Like, why are we having sex drunk again? Like, all these thoughts come through your head, and then you bury it down. And whatever fight happened due to the romantic feelings, enough time passes, and then it's like you really start to miss each other's company, each other's friendship, each other's, frequency shifting, and the sense of humor. What was it? I thought humor came out. Whatever. But you start missing that. And that's what brings you back together. And then all of a sudden it's like, maybe, you know, somebody puts their hand on the other shoulder and then it's like, oh, you feel that spark and you can't fight that. And then all this shit starts bubbling up. You guys are meant to be, but you're going to have to figure out how to navigate that. Those romantic feelings aren't going to go anywhere. You're either going to have to talk with this person and be like, okay, we know that we have these romantic feelings for each other, but we also know that we're not going to act on them, and can we move past this? And that's going to be difficult to navigate because you both frequency hop. At sometimes one of you is going to be able to feel it more than the other, and like that's when you guys are going to butt heads. And maybe that's when you guys butt heads now, when you're not on the same page, because and that's what's happening. You float on different frequencies. It's like some days you're just best friends, some days you're lovers, some days you're this, some days you're that. And until those all merge, it's just going to be a matter of having a conversation about it, because I don't think you're going to be able to completely suffocate these romantic feelings. I feel like you're just going to have a talk. Like, what can we do about, you know, when I feel these romantic feelings? Or if you do enter a committed relationship, a loving romantic relationship, have the conversation of like, what do we do about the days when I'm not feeling romantic, when I'm not feeling like I can physically express my love to you? That's all it is. You guys are such good friends underneath this that you could do that. And like, you feel safe. You're safe in each other's company to have this conversation. It's just a matter of, are you going to do it? Or is somebody going to let their guard down long enough? I feel like I started a million storylines in this and just stopped midway through, like this one with the maiden and the king. But I channel when I read, and that's why I look all over the place and I talk really fast. But if I, Candace, get involved in the mix trying to understand something, sometimes that throws my train of thought off. So I'm sorry, but I think it's more on the masculine side needing to take his guard down about having this conversation, because the feminine's there. The feminine's like, we're always going to love each other, man. The feminine is like, we can figure it out. Like, we just have to talk about it. We just need to figure out what works for us. And the guy is like, no, I ain't shit. That's not how shit works. That ain't how shit's ever going to work. But this is a different person, okay? If you are the masculine, like, this female in your life is not like these other girls that you know or have known. Ew, I just said not like other girls, and I did not mean it that way. I just meant y'all connect on a deeper level. There's nothing wrong with most girls. Anyways, that's what's happening. Okay, thank you for watching, and I hope that I will see you in the next one.